Hey Libra! Welcome to your message for November 12th through the 18th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Check your other signs for more. Today I'm using the Pulp Tarot for you. I actually love this deck. It's like throwback inspired. What do you call this? It's very, classic pulp. Not no orange juice, but man, bring it. Okay, so today we also have the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Power to Surrender cards as well for additional messages for your overall energy and advice. Cards are shuffled. Let's get started. Do check the description box down below for anything else. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you again so much for watching. And let's get started. One card to split the deck. Thank you. The Hangman. Okay. Seeing it completely differently now. You had to put yourself into this to see it though. Seven of Wands. You were brave. You stood your ground. You how do I say this? Attempted and or tried to do something in the past that would ruffle many feathers and upset many. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, someone sabotaged this. So this means that they took you for granted. They thought they could. They categorized you. Oh. So what does that mean? Nothing about you in regards to the categorization. Well, what did they categorize me as? It doesn't even matter. All it did was it told me and tells you who this kind of person is. Judgmental. Very judgmental. The King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is your current energy. You've got a lot going for you. Very stable, very secure, very demure. Very protecting, guarding. You really cherish and nurture the good things in life. You like to feel good. You've spent so much time healing your toxicity and healing any kind of toxicity and removing any kind of anything that doesn't belong in your life. This is something you worked really hard to do as well, to create this kind of stability. You're not also as quick to let your guard down. Page of Wands. Someone's very excited for something though. You're looking forward to something, very much so. Two of Wands in reverse. But there's no plan for it yet. Okay, so you got something on your mind that you can do, you can experience, but it's not the right time yet. Okay, well, continue to manifest whatever it is that you've got on your mind. That's not a bad thing. Whatever it is about this particular person, it could be, okay, so like I seen something the other day. It was like, I pray that you give them so much happiness that they stop worrying about mine. Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, that's so sweet. So there was Page of Swords in reverse. It was an unexpected message about something. Knight of Swords, someone taking action on something. Okay. Well, someone could also be delaying communication. Interesting. And something else here. Ten of Cups. Well, this could be unexpected, that someone wants to go further with you. But I also feel like when they do this and they say who you are, they're also trying to throw you off. That's why there's a Seven of Swords here. And the Judgment for the message for the course of the week, November 12th to the 18th. So there could be someone heading your way that sees you as a competitor and wants to take you down. Eee, okay. What is the overall energy of this message for Libra? Yang and flexible. So yes, taking action on something, but you're adapting with this. I like this. The action that you're taking on, and I feel is about how you care for yourself and how you love yourself. This ultimately sets boundaries and raises you to another level where you're fairly inaccessible. So let's take a look here further. You could be connecting with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. Any ancient numbers here? We got 119. 2 sevens are right here. Wow. So this had to happen in order for you to manifest where you're at now to get where you want to go as well. Now, I also feel like you're taking action on a legacy that is for something else other than yourself. And that's pretty noble. So that means you're actually rejecting somebody through this process because you're staying focused on what it is you want to do. So what is the challenge in all this for Libra? November 12th to the 18th, we got King of Swords, the Lovers, Queen of Swords, holy moly, the Hermit, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh my gosh. So the two of you could be a match made in heaven, but you both are fairly cold and don't really treat each other like partners, but you kind of got an eye for one another. She very much is pulling away and kind of being in her own energy, and she's looking for something very specific and isn't going to settle on that either. So yeah, there's a little bit of a barrier here for this particular king that's potentially very wealthy and also very, very smart and very strategic, and it's someone who you can actually respect. So it's this, like, it's good that you're doing this and you're playing it very well like this, and the fact that it's a barrier and making it difficult for them stresses them out, and then they fall in love with you. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Holy shit, the Tower reverse. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Okay, I love when this happens. It happens often, and it's always surprising when it does. So this is just opening a whole new door for you. I love this. This is quite the love that you can get. Oh my gosh. And this is something I feel that you've actually worked for and is going to hang on to for quite a while. Wow, I love that. Okay. So then what's the outcome of this message for Libra? 7 of Cups. There's a lot of things up in the air at this particular moment. Nothing's really set in stone yet. But just try not to get ahead of yourself. That's all that's all about. Not everything is all that it seems. So that's what I'm saying. Just try not to get ahead of yourself. Like when we buy a lottery ticket and then we start planning for what we're going to spend our millions on, then we just get let down because we don't win. Like how many times I've done that. It's like super fun to dream and do all that jazz, but like you have to have some kind of plan to work towards to get something like that. So I would say small incremental steps to work towards the dream, and eventually you'll get there amazingly. Okay, I'll tell you, that's truth. Now, what is a piece of advice for this message for my lovely Libra? 3. Surrender to trust and surrender your ego. Something's up with that ego where it could almost sabotage the situation. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do things that you did in your past. Try not to get that ego ahead of yourself. The ego is trying to also protect ourselves, but at the same time is not necessarily of light. It is very much of self, which is not a bad thing. But of light takes us to put ourselves outside of ourselves at times, okay? And not in a disassociative way. So with this, surrender to trust. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. Take action to be confident that you have chosen the right path. And cultivate gratitude when it comes to surrender your ego. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Yes. Okay, I love you guys tons. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is your message, as short and sweet as this is. I'll see you when I see you next. Check out the signs for more. Stay tuned for the next 6 tomorrow.